Hello and welcome to Ask the HR Expert, Tandem HR's video series where all your HR questions are answered. Today's question is, how do I fill out Form W-4? We hope this video helps those filling out and submitting Form W-4 feel confident and consequently better prepared for the tax season ahead. Let's begin. So what is a W-4 form? When does it come into play? What's its purpose? How does it apply to employees? So the employer actually provides a W-4 form during the new hire's onboarding process. Its purpose is for employers to withhold the right amount of income tax from the new employee's paycheck. Ensuring that this is done correctly is vital. Employees want to stay away from overpaying or underpaying taxes throughout the year to avoid a large refund or, worse yet, a large amount owed to the IRS when filing taxes. In 2020, the format of the W-4 was updated and simplified, making the withholding system appear less complex, which is a great thing. Due to changes in law, allowances are no longer being used in this updated form. Now, those who fill out the Form W-4 are not allowed to claim personal or dependency exemptions. The calculation includes the amount of federal tax that should be withheld based on a more in-depth measure of the employee's sources of income and the dependents in their household. Now, it's mandatory to fill out Step 1, enter personal information, and Step 5, sign here. Now, for some, this is all that needs to be filled out. For Steps 2 through 4, we'll overview each section and provide better clarity on what to fill out. Filling out the whole document helps make withholdings more accurate. Step 2, multiple jobs or spouse works. This is an area that has changed within the W-4 during the 2020 reform of withholdings. Whether the employee has more than one job individually or are married and are filing jointly with their spouse, they must enter an estimate of all income across all the jobs worked throughout the year total together. It should be noted that you do not have to reveal your second job or additional income details to your employer when completing Section 2. You do have one of three options to choose from if you have additional jobs or if both you and your spouse work. Step 2A. If you want to keep your additional income from multiple jobs private, use the IRS's tax withholding estimator found at www.irs.gov/W4app and enter the dollar amount in Step 4C, extra withholding. Step 2B. If you wish to provide a rough estimate of your additional income in the instance where you don't have access to the IRS's tax withholding estimator, use the multiple jobs worksheet on page 3 and enter the dollar amount in Step 4C, extra withholding. Step 2C. If both you and your spouse hold only 2 jobs total, check the box right here in Step 2C in both forms. The standard deduction and tax brackets will be cut in half for each job to calculate withholding. Something to note is if both individuals make around the same amount of income between the 2 jobs, the tax withheld is more likely to be similar. Now, if both individuals make a larger difference in income, the tax withheld is more likely to be greater between the 2 jobs. Now, let's look at Step 3, claim dependents. This is where you will now claim dependents based on dollar amounts instead of choosing the number of dependents you have. The definition of a dependence, in case you're wondering, is anyone under the age of 17 who lives with you for more than half of the year. If you have qualified children under the age of 17, multiply the number of children by $2,000 and enter the amount in step 3. If there's a qualified dependent who is 17 or older, multiply the number of dependents by $500 and enter the amount in step 3. Now, let's look at step 4, other adjustments. If you want more taxes to be withheld from your paycheck, this is where you will make those adjustments. Part A, other income not from jobs. This is income that's not from your job. Examples include retirement income or dividends. Part B, deductions. If you're expecting to claim deductions beyond the standard deduction on your taxes and want to reduce your withholding, fill out this portion. There's a step 4B deductions worksheet found on page 3 that can help with this part. Part C, extra withholdings. If you want to have additional income withheld from your paycheck each period, you can enter the amount here. To help conduct the calculations of how much you should withhold, the tax withholding estimator again can be found at www.irs.gov/W4 app. Once you've completed the form, submit the W-4 to your HR department. If you ever want to change or update your W-4 form, you can do so at any time. Thank you for joining us for this episode of Ask the HR Expert. I hope you have a wonderful day.